Letter Yud, letter Yud Gimel, halacha Yud Gimel. Yeah,
Yeah, we finished this big Haggah, right?
right, right.
Okay.
Okay. If someone revealed to another in front of three people someone's business, what he's planning to do, stuff like that. Things that, unless you know otherwise, you wouldn't be allowed to reveal it to others. If it gets out, the word gets out as competitors or whatever, it could cause them financial loss, it could cause them anguish. Says, but now if he's said it in front of three, and so we see that he's not keeping it as a secret. He doesn't mind. Even if it becomes known. So therefore, the one hearing it here, I guess any of the three, would be mutter, even the chatchila, to recount over that conversation. Unless, again, when he said it over, he said, listen, I don't want you to tell anyone. But we're back to all the pratim v'apeitzlasa that can be mimikra. You can't have intention to spread the word, to hurt him in any way. So again, the heter. On the bottom, in Chavches, he's saying, "V'nei kol hapratim shemuvarim leil misif daled ve'elef." All the things, but they have to be fulfilled. But that condition that it's only mutter if is not, his intention isn't to spread the word. So here it's not so simple that you need that would be a problem. Because in this case, the person, he himself, the person speaking, he sort of made it public. So it would seem that he doesn't mind if it becomes public. So says the Chavetz Chaim, it's possible that in this case it'd be okay if you had intention to spread it. He says, it seems to me that you could differentiate. It's a business thing, even the davar shalmomin, who, since it's a financial thing, and the original guy speaking, he was misratza to make it public. But it was something else. It was what he revealed was something that ultimately could bring him embarrassment. For example, he told three people some Averi he had done in the past. For other people find out, also, so then it's going to be also, even if you fulfill all the other conditions, if your intention is to say it, to become public. He says, even though the Baal Din himself, he said it publicly, he said it in front of three people, right? So, after the Dosh baby Shmei, Zelachlima in the Skavan Haikaman Shukosov. But in the Shratzel, he said, Komokim who the Gals Boishta in the Skavan. I don't know what that means. Okay, all right, but with the halacha on top, so he's saying since the guy isn't keeping it as his business deals, he's saying it in front of a group of people, then unless he specifically said don't say it over, you're allowed l'chatchila to say it to other people. even with the intent to be publicized. Okay, Klal Gimel. Boyivor she'en chilik b'isur Lashon Horah, bein b'fanav, bein shaloi b'fanav. There's no difference whether you say the Lashon in front of the person you're speaking about or not. B'isur Lashon Horah, I feel there. And if you say Lashon Horah, even if you say it as a joke, and even if when you say it, you didn't specify who the person is, so let's see. Aleph, Kama Godo is Lashon Horah. Shasata Torah fil al emes v'chol gavnei. How great is the Isur Lashon Horah that Torah prohibited it, even if it's true. The Lord Miboy Imhu Shmiras Atzma Sapalov Baseisa says not only is it usher if the person is careful that he only says it like privately, Makwid as actually scholarly the usher, and he's makwid that it shouldn't, the person he's talking about shouldn't find out about it that it's also because by doing that you're also included in the or. If you in a private way you cause someone damage, you hurt someone, you're included in the or. But even if the person speaking, as far as he could tell, he would say it in front of the guy. If the guy was here, he would still say it. He's not trying to keep it hidden that he's speaking about the guy. Not speaking behind the guy's back. Could be a guy's not there now, but he would have said it even if the guy was there. Or let's say, in fact, he's speaking Lashon Horah, so he's not in the aura, because the aura is only if you're doing it behind the guy's back. The intent that the guy shouldn't find out. Okay, it's still called Lashon Horah, but it's not echad, and on one side, the Isur is greater. You say it in front of the person you're speaking about than if you didn't. Because when you say it in front of him, besides this in order to not someone in front of him, so you're expressing a meat of azus and chutzpah to the guy's face. You're willing to talk bad about him, and by doing that, you're causing a much greater effect in Shamayim, and you're creating a much bigger machlokes. The come upon and many times you may even be over the Isur habonos panim, embarrassing. So therefore, on one side, it's true you're not in the order, right? But if you do it publicly, you do it in front of him. On the other hand, there's aspects of doing it directly in front of him that makes the Isur more serious there. Okay, let's go to the Shmiras haLashon now. Seems like we're up to Perek Tes. All right. Here we're going to explain. In the last thing, when Perek Tes he discussed how it's damaging in Olam Hazeh, your punishment in this world. Now he's going to talk how it's going to affect your Olam Haba. So in the previous prakim, Chazal explained to us, there are four groups of people, four types of people, that they don't merit to be mekabel pnei shechina, whatever that exactly means, I'm not sure. In other words, even though if you're an Olam Haba, I guess, but there's a certain kirva, certain that you're not zeicher to. Kat chanofim, kat shakaronim, kat leitzanim, and kat mesabrei Lashon Horah. Kat leitzanim, scoffers, d'chsiv, v'chulu. Doesn't quote it. Mesaper Lashon Horah, D'chsiv ki lo kel chofetz resha oto lo yigurcha ra. Right, you're a God that doesn't deserve resha, and with you doesn't exist ra, and ra is Lashon Horah. Tadat Hashem lo yogu b'migurcha ra. Upashas or Ivy of when Shabbat Lashon Horah. These psukim they're dealing with Lashon Horah. The Peirush Rashi Shon. V'gam ki Baal Lashon Horah nikum b'shem ra. Top of that, the Baal Lashon Horah is called Ra. Kedis b'Agodas Mishlei al Apostle Mirma b'leiv Choshei Ra. It says over there in the Midrashim, Amar Chama about Rabbi Chanina. Ki mishu medaber im chaver v'oichu v'shos imoy u'medaber lav Lashon Horah Kadosh Baruch Hu karoy Ra. So therefore, it's like you and HaKadosh Baruch Hu can't be together. So like it's not it's not like a punishment in the way we usually say that you're going to burn in Gehenna for it, but it's a mitzvah that you just can't have that kirva to Hashem because lo yogu b'migurcha, you have no place there. Gamu nidin b'Gehenna b'modar hagimel. Also, in Gehenna, you're judged the third level. Okay, I don't know how many levels there are, but it sounds like it's pretty hot. See the great punishment. He says that because of the series of the Avera, almost Gehenna can't clean them. As it says in the Bryce of the Bay Eliyahu of Eliyahu Hanavi, the Zelu Shoiner, Kishem Shiroshaim Mesaper Lashon Horah. Just as the Rishonim they speak Lashon Horah, Oila at Kisei HaKoven, we said that their words go up until Kisei HaKoven. K'moikein Yordim Malachim Mipi HaGevurah. So too the Malachim come down from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They take those Rishonim, and they throw him into the depths of Gehenna. At that moment, Meshiva Gehenna responds and says to Hashem, I don't have the ability, I'm not equipped, says Gehenna, to punish them based on what they should be getting. And the whole world isn't able, it's not big enough, I guess, to give them their puranias, their punishments. He sinned from the ground, from the land, from earth, all the ways to the skies. Rather says Ganem, you Hashem, shoot your arrows, first from above. I guess once they got that level of punishment, they'll get these burning coals from below. And the pasuk continues, so you have the arrows. Who does it refer to when it says in the Medrash, said called him Gibor somewhere, you know? Oh no, okay. When it says over here, Chitze Gibarim, it refers to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as it says, Hakel HaGodol HaGibar, so that's the Tana de Be'elio. Uke'ente Isa Ba'arachin. Ayin Shamos on the Gemara says something similar to this. V'kama tzarech ish hanilbo of this chazek. V'lamoid.
They can't see me.
Al atzmoi. Me'avoin hamar hazeh. So it says, a Yerush Shemaim has, you see how he has to strengthen himself to protect himself from this Avera. When he sees what a terrible punishment it is. Shabbos Hasurim Agoda, so again, the big jail that's called Gehenna, main boy die. It's not big enough. Actually, until they help him from Shamayim to give the punishment. It says everything he says, he verbalizes. Hakol nichtavim lamala, the all written in Shamayim Kamaydisa by Medrash Pashas Teitze, as it says in Pasha and the Medrash. Al titan es picha lachtis b'sarecha mahu kain v'chaper ein Lashon Horah. Says the Medrash, when the mouth speaks Lashon Horah, hu choyte ala guf, it sins on the whole body. Shegorem lo'ilokos, the body gets punished. I don't know if it means mamash malchus, punishments. Hari lachtis b'sarecha. That's what it means. Don't let your mouth be lachtis b'sarecha. Chaper choyte ala guf. And what does it mean when it continues and says, don't say in front of the Malach that it was a shkoga? Don't say, I'll say Lashon Horah and nobody will know. Hashem says to him, you should know I send a Malach who he stands next to you, and he writes down everything that you're saying about your friend. And this is what the Gra writes in the letter he wrote, called Olim L'Trufa, everything is judged. I'll call Dibro for every statement. Well, I never a few Dibro Kal. It's now lost even one, I guess, short statement. Says the Gra. Therefore, I'm warning you, accustom yourself to sit alone. Because the punishment for Lashon Horah tops everything off. As the Gemara says, Lashon Horah connected kulam. He's referring to the Gra. Is referring to what we quoted from the Yushami Perkaf the Peh v'chenetiko agra b'sifrei shneis aliyom. Umali laharak b'zehovin achomer mikol averis. He says there's no need to expand on this, but about the Saver that's more chomer than all. Kol amal ha'odam lepiu. Pasuk. All his mitzvahs Torah is not enough, I guess, to balance out what he's Lashon Horah. What is the person's work in this world? He should make himself like he's can't speak. And should seal his lips like the two grindstones. And there's a punishment Chazal talk about in Gehenna called kaf hakela, where they throw you from earth down to Shamayim, Shamayim down to earth. That's all for when people speak Dvarim B'Tem about Kol Dibur Hevel Tzarech L'Iskalem Misoifa Seifai. And for each Dibur of Hevel, you need to be thrown across the world. That's not even talking about Lashon Horah, it's just talking about Dibur Hevel. Abudvarma Asurim, Kigan Lashon Horah, Leitzonas, Shuas, and the Dharma, Machoik Seklois, Ubefrat, Bebeis Hakneses, Bishabas, V'Yom Tov, Aleu Tzarech Lever the Shol, Lamata Harbim, right? You gotta go deep into Gehenna. You can't describe the tremendous suffering that you suffer for one statement of Davar Os. And not even and nothing's lost. The Malach go by each person, and they don't leave him. They're standing on your side with a pen and paper, called Dibur with Dibur. As it says in Kehelis. The Oif HaShamayim, referring to Malachim, take the coal, Yagi Dover. Again, we quoted this pasuk in Don't allow your mouth to destroy or hurt your body. And don't say, all of this is the words of the Gra in his Igeris called Olim L'Trufa. Okay, Miss Hashem, tomorrow we'll continue. Thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Normally, you don't